A wise man once said, "The Third Mainland Bridge is more than just a link connecting the highland and mainland. It is a submerged metaphor for social stratification. On one side, we have the Mecca for the bourgeois, and for those on the other side, a symbol of success and aspiration. And then we have the poor and hopeless members of the society living in slum under the bridge." Makoko is a settlement across the Third Mainland Bridge located on the coast of mainland Lagos. A third of the community is built on stilts along the lagoon and the rest on the land. The waterfront part of the community is largely harbored by the Egun people who migrated from Badagry and the Republic of Benin and whose main occupation is fishing. I have watched and read so much about this community that I wasn't going to just sit back and watch others speak about it. So I decided to pay a visit. And just as the saying goes, seeing is believing. I was short of words. In the 19th century, some fishermen from Badagry came to the coast of Lagos in search of their daily earnings. Little did they know over a decade later that it was going to be a home. After a successful voyage, they invited more people to join their quest. Little by little, they began to build houses on steel, finally settled and called it home. The place was then known as Maoto. The most commonly spoken language are Egun, Yoruba, Ijaw, and English. Luckily for me, my tour guide could speak 3 of it, so I had no problem communicating with him.
This Makoko is a community, is a fishing community that was being founded more than a century. So it was being formed by our ancestors long time ago. But this Makoko is not a community that's only just founded like that, because our people then are fishermen and they like fishing a lot, and because it's their strength. So trying to make fishing activities to be easier for them. So that's why they try to get closer to where water is, so that fishing activity will be easier for them. So from there, they all live in Badagry. So from there, they started migrating from one place to another till they get to settle there, so that they know that they can see many fish to catch here. So that's why they started coming one by one. And then this community wasn't called Makoko before; it was being called Maoto. So from then, if the Yorubas are coming out from their location to down here to buy fish from our fishermen here, so try to come here instead of them to be calling here Maoto. We are going to Maoto, so they will be saying we are going to Makoko. So from there, we migrated.
That's how the name changed from Maoto to Makoko.
So even till now, so we also accept it.
Although no official census has been carried out in this community, a population of over 100,000 people is said to be living here, with fishing as a major source of income. Usually, the men in the community will go out to fish, and it is the responsibility of their wives to smoke those fish and take them to the Lagos mainland to sell. In a community where an average family lives on less than 20,000 naira a month, childbearing should be minimal. But in Makoko, it is believed that if you are not rich in money, you should be rich with children. For that reason, many of them practice polygamy, and a man has the free will to marry up to 5 wives with 20 children. What shocks me is that those children learned to swim before they could walk, and some of them, despite being less than 1 kilometer from the Lagos mainland, have never even stepped their feet out of Lagos.
Yeah, now government is not making us on anything. You can see many people driving boats and are very happy with their earnings and with what they are saying. So it's not that the government is not opinion. So that's why we won't be happy of what we are, because we are all happy with anything that we've gotten.
Often referred to as the Phoenix of Africa. If you ask me, this place is not close to that. To say the water is dirty would be an understatement, as the locals will bath, poop, wash, drink, and even cook with the water. I was curious to see how they survive whenever there is an heavy rain.
You know, I understand that this is dry. This is February now. This is dry season.
Yeah.
So and the water is still at this level. So during rainy season, like how does the water get far?
You know, this water also have its own circulation. So whenever it's come every 6 hours, we usually read it. So that's how we calculate it before going for fishing. So whenever it's reached 6 hours, you know the water will come up. You can even see some of the boats at where the water level usually reach whenever it comes to rainy season or flood season. So whenever it comes to dry season, so the water will be going every 6 hours. The water will come up and then to be going back again every 6 hours. Usually rotates.
I asked my tour guide about the challenges they faced. Personally, I could count 1,000 things they needed. From his response, I could feel their passion and desire to fix their education system. I visited the school and could only imagine how difficult it is for the kids to learn.
What is your name?
My name is Anjogbolu Ashego.
What class are you?
I'm in primary 5. I want to become a lawyer so that I can stand for my community.
Really? You want to stand for this community?
Yes, sir.
But what are the things you feel you want the government to do for this community?
Boats.
Okay, what do you want to use both for?
For dropping the children's. Yes.
What other things do you need?
We also need textbooks.
Have you ever been to the mainland before?
Mela. Yeah.
How old are you?
I'm 13 years old.
13 years old.
Yes.
Alright, so what are the things that you feel the community really needs?
What they call it mean that they still need more schools for education. So since when we have been blessed by school, because we have some NGOs, some tourists that came from abroad to visit here. So they try to ask the leaders of the community, so what do you want for us to do for you that would make you feel happy? So we requested for schools. That's the question we requested for. So from there they provide a school for us, which most of people were being sent to school. Even that was the first school I also experienced my
Attended, yeah.
Yes, and then we don't have more space to accommodate more children. So from them, that's when my brother decided to get another school over there, which the school that he just left.
Yeah, the school we just left.
More school, because there are still most kids at home. We need to be in school, but we need to have the chance.
So like how much are you paying those teachers?
Some of them attended many schools from elsewhere, so we just need to reach them on vacancies to get them employed. And some were those that have been in school before passing out, and later when passing out from senior secondary school, so they need to come back again. So as it's the school that we just left now, it's a free project. It's free, because they don't have anything getting from the children to pay for the school fees. Not even pay for school fees, even books and stationaries, we give them free. And due to the teachers now, when they come to salaries, usually our school authorities usually reach out on tourists, because there are a lot of tourists that usually visit the community. Because there are a lot of tourists that usually come to visit the community, so they usually reach out on those people so that they can donate anything they are capable of donating to them. So from there, they use to sort the teachers out.
Recently, the Lagos state government decided to sanfill a large part of the water, and many of the locals believe the government is trying to isolate them from crossing to the other side to fish, and by doing so, they will block their major source of income.
Yes, the governments are willing to sanfill this place to make fishing activities to be difficult for us, because they are trying to evacuate us earlier from us.
In July 2012, the Lagos state government, under the governorship of Babatunde Fashola, ordered that the stilt on the Makoko waterfront be demolished, and dozens of stilts were demolished within 72 hours of notice to the residents. Nearly 3,000 people lost their home to the demolition exercise.
So during the time of Governor Raji Fashola, the governor of Lagos State, when they came here in 2012, giving us 72-hour notice to evacuate out of the community. So when it comes to the time, so they just need to come with their policemen and many people from the government started demolishing houses, cutting houses the way they wishes to, demolishing people's houses, shooting guns. It was a massive shooting. So since we don't have anyone that can stand for to confront those people from government, to be our speaker from the community, so the elders from the community needs to come together. So they need to call their team together to come meet these people that, okay, we are the leaders of these people. So if anything could happen, so just put them for us.
While my adventure is not to play a game of right and wrong, I obviously believe that the Lagos state government can do better by transforming this community into a tourist center, cleaning the water, providing a greener environment, and rebuilding the stilt house. This will not only provide a good living for the locals, but also become a source of income, and places like this will attract tourists who are willing to pay on visit. It was getting late and my tour guide was in a hurry to join a football match organized in honor of his brother, who happens to be the son of the chief and will be celebrating his birthday the day after. Myself and the crew joined this match by watching from the stand while having fun with the locals. Visiting Makoko has shaped my thinking, maybe a sense of appreciation to my upbringing, but my major observation is the joy and peace these people have. For an average person watching this short film, you probably cannot imagine yourself staying a night in this environment, but I tell you, against all odds, nothing is taking their joy away. I want to give a special appreciation to my crew, Jesuto Milaya Olola, Stephen Praise. Thank you guys for following me to Makoko and experiencing this with me.